Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday. We are headed over to finish drilling wheat today. Didn't tape anything yesterday, but I got about 60 acres of the 90 done. I could have got it all done, but we had to disc it and pick rock, and there are a ton of rocks over at the Coots farm, so it took us a little bit longer than we expected. Also, I had another one of those of you guys who watch the channel, there's a bolt that goes through the spring on our row units. I had one break the other day. That's the first time it's ever broke on me. I've been running the drill 4 years now, and I've never had one break. I had a second one break, so they must be getting fatigued. So I gotta fix that up first thing, and we'll finish that out. There is another little field. If I've got enough seed, I can go up and run it in. If I don't have enough seed, I've got 2 totes of triticale seed left from the other day. I'll top it off with triticale, and we'll go back to dumping some of that stuff in the ground. So yeah, should be a fun day. It's like record heat, right? Maybe not record heat. Feels like record heat. We've been in the 80s all week. We're supposed to be at like 85 tomorrow, which is super depressing because, again, hunting season, I would love a nice 30-degree morning to get the bucks up and moving, but it is what it is. We're just going to enjoy the heat while we've got it here, I guess. But yeah, follow along. Should be fun. The rest of the crew is chopping corn. They've gotten basically all the pad poured now. Our new bunk pad addition that we put on. They've got one little spot left, but we're not planning on putting feed on that little part anyways. That's just like a connection to connect it to our lagoon for drainage purposes. So by Monday, I bet we'll be putting feed on that new pad, which is just awesome. Super exciting. So yeah, follow along. Should be a good day. All right, we're out here rocking now. Only took me about 5 minutes to put that piece back together. Didn't take long at all. So you see I got everything to the left of me here. Left. You can see I've drilled, and you can see where Tyler left off rolling. He's got all the short rows over there done. And then, you know, a couple of the long rows. These long rows, it's about 4.5 acres every time you go down and back. So you're able to cover ground pretty quickly. We're a little over 60. This field's 88 acres is what Grandpa told me. So yeah, we'll just keep rocking on. Putting on wheat, 2 bushel to the acre. Bushel of wheat weighs 60 pounds, 120 pounds to the acre. I just filled the drill. I can get between 30 and 35 acres out of a fill. So we should be able to finish everything up with this fill. At least that's the goal. It is crazy dry, thank God for TPS, because when I was doing the edge rows using row markers, you can't even see where the row marker was. It's just so dry, there's zero moisture, so yeah, we'll just keep rocking on. I got my monster, got a bag of chips, got some Tylenol, and what more could you ask for, am I right? All right, we got her drilled up. We're in the 8850 now. So I ended up breaking 2 more of those stupid bolts and lost the springs for those ones too. Went to Land Pro, got the springs, got back, realized that the cup on the end of the spring that the bolt goes through must be a different part number. Because, yeah, they didn't have them on them. So the drill is over there on the edge of the field. Like I said, we're done drilling, but the drill is over there, and I just took those row units and strapped them up. We'll get it home in the shop, and I'll either make up something or we'll just wait till Monday to get the proper parts. But yeah, can't see a darn thing back there as far as where the roller is. So we're gonna hopefully quickly rip this off so we can get on to the next thing here. I say it every time I'm inside of this 8850, but I just absolutely love this tractor. First off, like this, I mean, a lot of you guys are probably saying, why do you need, 400 horsepower to pull a roller? You don't. You don't, that's a fact, you don't. But it's a bareback tractor that doesn't have a lot of jobs. And it's got more than enough power and flotation for this job. But just an absolute beautiful tractor. Those of you guys who haven't seen it, we did do a cab kit in it. AC blows cold, heat blows hot. Got a little toolbox down here. I did find one of the springs so far, which I know I lost the other one a little further. But yeah, this one in particular has got the big Cummins motor, the Kinsey repower. So the hood on this flips forward. It's got the big Cummins motor. It's just, it is, I'm gonna say it's bulletproof, although, again, to my normal followers, you guys know it did let me down this spring pulling a field cultivator or digger, depending on where you are in the country. But one of the seals, the auxiliary seal on the front of the motor went out. Luckily caught it, got it shut down before we did any damage. It was just a matter of tipping the radiator forward and replacing that seal. But it's just, I just love this tractor. I don't listen to Tony Reed's podcasts religiously, but every now and then, especially when it's weeks like this where I'm just in the tractor by myself all week and I run out of podcasts to listen to, I'll pull up a podcast. And I think it was this spring, he brought up the 8850 John Deere, and he's like, anyone who says they like the 8850 is lying to you. You know, he thinks it's the ugliest, most clunky tractor there is, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, he bought a, I think it's a 4455, something like that. Granted, got, you know, probably has power shift. I don't know a lot about his tractor, but other than the power shift, what really comfort-wise is different than this tractor? I mean, I got an air seat. As far as I know, there's nothing different on the dash. Yes, this has a quad range. Like I said, it's not a power shift, but you got the same hydraulic handles. Like, what's really that much different? You John Deere guys tell me. What's really different as far as comfort from a 4450 or 4455 from the 8850? And don't tell me it's clunky like it. I mean, it turns and runs just fine. Don't tell me it rides any rougher than a 4455, because I don't buy it. In fact, I would argue the opposite. It's got more rubber on it to kind of absorb some of the shock. Look at this. Got a Yodi. Sickly looking one at that. Sorry for the delay there. I may or may not have tried to run down a mangy coyote with the tractor and roller. And I may or may not have been successful. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I had fun. Back to what I was saying. In my opinion, there's no real comfort difference from the 8850 to the tractor that he swears is one of the greatest tractors ever made. I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are on the real difference. It seems kind of hypocritical to crap on the 8850. And I don't understand the looks thing. I know they're goofy to some, but I think it's just, it looks like it's like the muscle car of tractors, just the old iron look. It's my 2 cents. But I love this tractor. And I'm having a really good afternoon here, rolling hay fields and doing some hunting with it. Yeah, let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts. And again, like the 8640 that we had, the 8650, I mean, are they as comfortable as the 9320 or a 30 series or a new tractor? No, but they're not uncomfortable by any means. Like, I feel like it's a little ritzy to say, in my opinion, that it's uncomfortable. Like, if we got so far away that you can't handle, it's just so uncomfortable with an air ride seat, an air conditioner, a radio, heat. I don't know, like, we're going 9.5 miles an hour across the field. You guys don't see me bouncing all that much. I mean, if you could swap out these hydraulic handles for the little handles on your fingers and, you know, put a power shift in it, it's, ooh, we got a fire going. That looks to be an equipment fire to me. Anytime you see black smoke just shoot up like that, you know, that's usually a result of plastic and rubber. Trying to think of who would be over there. We're in Leroy. I mean, you got a lot of farms over here. You got Maury, Steins, Callan. There's a whole number of farms that could be. Hopefully everybody's okay. All right, the rolling is all done. We're gonna take this drill home and get it fixed up. So those cups that I was talking about basically go over top of the spring, so the bolt comes through and it holds it centered. When I get back to the farm, I might try to just make a couple. We'll see. Just like that, everybody's out picking their soybeans. I've seen 4 different combines running today. And the corn is drying down insanely fast now. So that's why, you know, beginning of the season, I was like, yeah, we got to get started. We got to make sure everything's going to work. We, you know, just going to start it chopping, you know, 32% stuff. And within a week, it'll jump 8-10 points in dry matter. I did have a question about that, by the way. When we're talking about corn, I say, you know, it's 33, 34%, 37%. They asked if I was talking starch and dry matter. I always go by the dry matter. I know a lot of farms will go by moisture levels. They'll say, you know, 65%, 60%, something like that. I don't know why. It's just the way I've always done it. You know, I go by dry matter instead of moisture. It's really the same. It's just a matter of math. But yeah, it's drying down quickly now. I mean, currently it is 86 degrees. Like we're pushing 90 degrees in October in New York. It's kind of unheard of. So yeah, almost home. We'll get stuff fixed up here. All right, back in the shop now. So these are what has broken. There's another one broken right there. That one's just bent, not completely broken, but I don't know what the heck's going on, why they're doing that, but actually that's the one I just put on this morning. I wonder why that's doing that. Anyways, you can see that bolt there is bent, and I got new springs, but these cups on the end are what I'm missing, so I'm gonna have to fabricate something up there, but I don't know why those are bending like that. No, I just want to walk down through and make sure there's not other ones broken. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine. Wonder if I just had the springs tightened down too much. See, this is where the ones broke. That's where the other ones broke. The rest of them look to be fine. Okay, well, let's get to work. Looks like it was meant to be. I think that's gonna work. Bingo. Loaded up and rolling back out. Go drop a little more triticale in the ground. Back in the saddle. It's not a very big field, 7 acres or something. Every acre counts, and I've got a couple extra totes of this triticale seed. One of the totes actually fit in here, so this drill should have enough in it to do this field and at least one other smaller field. So I'm happy with that. Again, every acre of triticale I can get in, I'm happy with it. All that's going to do is lead to more feed in the bunk next year, period. And who knows, if we don't get rain, none of this is going to come up anyway, so it might all be for loss. Alright, got the drill home, got it parked in the shop. Another one of those things broke, so definitely going to just go through the drill and replace them all this winter. But I'm just sitting here waiting. It is 5:13, so we got a couple part-time truck drivers. I'll take one of their spots and finish the night out with that crew, I suppose. It is hot though. Like, it's hot. Not very common to be doing any sort of fall jobs in this kind of weather. I've pounded like 7 bottles of water in the last couple hours, getting in and out, working on those stupid row units. Frustrating, big time frustrating. Also, while we got time, congratulations to everybody at the World Dairy Expo who did well. Kind of cool. I mean, those of you guys who watch my videos know we go up to Lambs to get IVF work done. Well, they got grand champion at the World Dairy Expo and reserve supreme champion. So it's pretty cool to have a farm, you know, half hour away from you have that kind of success. That's awesome. That candy cane cow that they got looked right on the money. When I talk about the things that I don't like about show cows, frailness, narrow fronts, pigeon chests, she doesn't have any of that. Like, she's the real deal. I really, really like that cow. So congratulations to them and to everybody else who had success. So I got a truck pulling in here. Well, looks like Kenny. We'll take Kenny's spot. Doing a little bit of Polish chopping here. It's a pretty steep incline over here. I don't think he wanted the semi on that side hill. So swung her around to the left. It's just a cloud of dust everywhere. It's absolute insanity. It's our next field. Hedgerows are pretty dusty. Shocker. Oh well. I'm picking away here. This is my 4th load. Hammering away at her. Alright, well, I guess I missed the memo. We are done for the night. They finished up this little field. I was anticipating them opening up the next field, but we are not doing that, so I will make my way back through the cloud of dust and head back home. And tomorrow we will be spending 3/4 of our day in the tree stand, and I am thrilled for that. That sounds relaxing and peaceful, quiet, and with any luck, we'll have something to celebrate tomorrow night. Probably won't, because it's supposed to be wicked hot, but a man can only hope. So wish me luck, guys. I'm out of here. I'm headed home. My wife called. They got chicken barbecues for dinner from the fire department. That's a big old hell yeah. So we'll see you guys the next day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We'll see you guys.